What's going on, guys? My name's Theoatrix and welcome to episode 21 of my Old School Tips and Tricks series. It's been a while since episode 20, which was the 101 tips video, but today I have some tips that are really gonna help you in game. Let's get into it. When you're going to grab your crop yield from a patch, whether it be herbs or something from an allotment, if you spam click a few times when you start picking it, you'll notice that the rate is double. So this is a way to speed up your farm runs considerably, especially if you're doing watermelons and herbs. The temporary skill boosts that come from pies aren't only useful for boosting quests or diary requirements. For example, let's say you have 32 farming. At level 33, you unlock banana trees, and at 35, you can plant teaks. Well, as you're going to plant either one of them, you can have a slice of garden pie for the +3 farming level boost, and with that, you're able to plant them. You only need to boost your farming for the planting part of the process. You don't need to boost for harvesting the plant or getting the XP. So that means with 32 farming, you can plant both the banana trees and teak trees for much better XP rates. If you're currently training agility and you're 5 levels off the next course unlock, which undoubtedly is going to boost your XP rate, then you can take a bite of summer pie, and that 5 agility boost will allow you to train at the next course early. You'll need to keep above the level requirement for every obstacle on the agility course or you'll fall off. So with that, it's recommended to do this only if you're 3 levels at least off the next course, so that you have a few solid minutes of agility training per bite of summer pie. There's so many pies that you can boost your stats with, so get creative and you can get faster XP rates than what your level is capable of. It's worth noting on this list that the wild pie can't be used to get better Slayer tasks, it can only be used to kill higher level Slayer monsters. In 2016, there was a placeholder update to Old School, which had a very short sentence about an NPC introduced known as the Dodgy Squire. This sketchy looking guy hangs around the north of the bank on the pest control island, and you can sell your Void Knight gear to him for 80% of its original value. So if you accidentally get 2 Void pieces or no longer have a use for one of the helmets, you can exchange them back here for other rewards. For example, if you paid 250 points for a Void Mage hood and realized that Aram is going to do a better job, you can take it back for 200 points. If you're doing the fight caves or Inferno and you're running low on food, a lot of people will use the special attacks of the Saradomin Godsword or Toxic Blowpipe. Well, during either of these, you can press the logout button to pause the wave, and after that wave, you'll stay logged in with no monsters around. If you leave your character where it is and go AFK, you'll log out in 5 minutes time, which is exactly how long it takes to go from 0% to 100% special attack energy. So if you wanted to, you could do this on each wave to have a fresh special attack bar for the next. The Winter Todd has some interesting drop mechanics that you need to be aware of. Modash confirms that the only way to get a magic seed or a Torstol seed from a supply crate is if you already have 3 warm gloves or broomer torches in your bank. Basically, once you have 3 warm gloves banked, the next time you roll warm gloves, you'll get a magic seed instead. The same thing applies to broomer torches with Torstol seeds. So keep your duplicates in the bank. It's not a good idea to use the junk exchange person at the Winter Todd. That only really applies for Ultimate Iron Man. Banking at a bank booth is slower than banking at a banker. As visible at the Grand Exchange, if you right click and bank with the banker, you can bank from a further distance. So to put this into a skilling perspective, if you're training smithing at the Varrock Anvil and you're constantly going back and forth to the bank, if you right click and bank with the banker instead of clicking on the bank booth, your bank will open 1 tick faster and from a further distance. That can be incorporated into a lot of different methods, and over time it will add up. If you're a pure or into PKing, stocking up on Ava's backpacks can be a pain because she's really far away from a bank. Off the Grand Exchange, you can buy Draenor Manor teleports, which take you right outside the entry, making the distance to Ava a lot closer than using an Amulet of Glory to Draenor. You can also use the spell on the Arceus spellbook at only 17 magic. That's all of today's tips. I hope you enjoyed episode 21 of Old School Tips and Tricks. If you enjoyed, show me some support by liking the video, and if you're new around here, don't forget to subscribe. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.